Students, good evening. In this session, we will discuss some multiple choice questions in GATE exam point of view, like differential calculus in the chapter differential calculus. See the first question there. Nth derivative of sine hx is. Nth derivative of sine hx is. There are four options. Actual result is C. Anyway, we will discuss that now. Suppose you are taking y equal to sine hx, that can be written as 1 by 2 into e power x minus e power minus x. In other words, 0.5 into e power x minus e power minus x. Nth derivative. This is y. First derivative, it will be 0.5 into e power x minus into minus 1 into e power minus x. I hope you understand this. Differentiating with respect to x. Second derivative 0.5 again, e power x minus 1 power 2 e power minus x. So if you are continuing this process, nth derivative will be 0.5, same constant. First term no change, because differentiation of e power x n times, you will get e power x only. Here you will get minus 1 power n into e power minus x. So this is the result. Anyway, here what do you have? We have that result in option C. Okay. I hope you understand problem number 1. Second problem, very similar to that. If y equal to log of x by x square minus 1, and then nth derivative of y is. So this problem very similar to the first problem. You can do this problem yourself. The answer is option A. Next problem, if x is equal to a into cos t plus t square and y is equal to a into sin t plus t square plus t cube, then dy by dx is equal to actually x and y are functions of t. So we have to use total differentiation. Here dx by dt is equal to a into minus sin t plus 2t. Similarly, dy by dt is equal to a into cos t plus 2t plus 3t square. So dy by dx is equal to dy by dt divided by dx by dt. So you have a will be cancelled, cos t plus 3t square plus 2t into divided by minus sin t plus 2t, that is option A. Next, if y equal to tan inverse x, then which one is correct? y1 equal to 1 by 1 plus x square, y2 is equal to minus 2x by 1 plus x square whole square, y3 is equal to we have. So we have to find out y1, y2, y3 to check this. So what is y1? y1 means first derivative. y1 means first derivative. What is y in this problem? Tan inverse x. Tan inverse x. So y1 means differentiating one time with respect to x. It will be 1 by 1 plus x square. Earlier we have seen these formulas. y2 means one more time we have to differentiate one more time using product rule 1 plus x square whole power 2 in the denominator, numerator 1 plus x square into differentiation of 1 is 0 minus 1 into differentiating the denominator, it will be 2x. So this is 0. Simplifying this, minus 2x divided by 1 plus x square whole square. This is y2. So we need y3 also. Y3 also. So again using 1 plus x square whole power 4. Numerator 1 plus x square whole square into minus 2. Minus of minus 2x. Into differentiating the denominator, it will be 2 into 1 plus x square into 2x. So you should be very careful in simplification. That is 1 plus x square is common in the numerator, take outside. Remaining you have minus 2x square. In the numerator you have minus into minus plus 8x square divided by 1 plus x square whole power 4 whole power 4. So we can cancel 1 power here. So this we can write as 6x square minus 2 divided by 1 plus x square whole power 3. That's why here you have y1, y2, y3. Here if you are taking y3 plus 2 y1 square plus 4x y2 y3 will be 0. That's why option B. And what is the value of what is the value of nth derivative of x power m? There are three options. One is m less than n, m equal to n, m greater than n. So m greater than n, if you are considering the third option, what do you have? M into d power n minus 1 x power m minus 1 divided by dx power n. That is differentiating one time, second time, and this cycle will move up to m minus n times and at last. So you have m into m minus 1 into m minus 2 into m minus of n minus 1 into x power m minus n when m greater than n. If m equal to n, m equal to n, it will be n factorial. If n less than n from the equation, that is equal to 0. So we have to choose option A. M less than n, it will be 0. M equal to n, it will be n factorial. M greater than n, it will be mpn x power m minus n. Similar problem, sixth one, you take it as a practice one. take 2 minutes for this problem, please, all of you. Which of the following is true? Mth derivative of sine nx. Mth derivative of sine nx is always positive for m equal to 0, 1, 4, 5, 8, 9 in the interval. Looking like a lengthy problem, but it will be a very good practice problem. Answer for this problem is C. Next problem, nth derivative. Again and again we are discussing nth derivative, so you take the remaining nth derivative problems as practice problems. Now limit of a function, we discussed the limit of a function. When x comma y tends to 0 comma 0, what is the result? Option A, B, C, D. Put x is equal to t, y is equal to a t cube for our convenience. It will be 121 t power minus 5, a t power 3 by 2. It will be 121 a t power 13 by 3 by 2. So when when x tends to 0 and y tends to 0, it will be different path. So does not exist is the right answer. Next problem also does not exist. We'll go through that. Now the fourth problem, similar problem, but that can be numerator can be in the form of a cube minus b cube. That can be written as a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. So denominator will be cancelled. Both the term tends to 0. The answer is 0. Next problem, you can multiply and divide by the conjugate. So you have root x plus y plus 1. That is 2. The answer is 2. So take the limit problems like this.
Sir, slowly scroll down the PPT, sir.
Okay. Thank you. These are all similar problems. That's why I am scrolling fastly.
Okay, sir.
I'm looking for a different problem. That's why I'm scrolling sometimes very fast.
Sir.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so there are limit of a function problem. Now continuity. Here when limit x tends to 1, x minus 1 into tan pi x by 2 result they are asking. Now and limit x tends to 1, numerator can be written as the tan x pi x by 2 can be written as sine of pi x by 2 divided by cos of pi x by 2. When x tends to 1, it will be sine pi by 2 by cos pi by 2. Students, just a minute. Hello? Okay, student. I hope you understand tan pi x by 2 can be written as sin pi x by 2 divided by cos pi x by 2. Now applying x tends to 1, numerator will be sin pi by 2, denominator will be cos pi by 2. Though sin pi by 2 value is 1, but x minus 1 will be 0. So numerator 0, denominator 0. I think in your school level, you know, 0 by 0 in determinant form, that is not acceptable in any calculation. So when finding the limits, if you have that indeterminate form 0 by 0, infinity by infinity like that, you have to use L'Hospital rule. L'Hospital rule means differentiating numerator and denominator separately. Now consider the numerator. What do you have? Two functions are there. So product rule you have to apply. X minus 1 into cos pi x by 2 into, that is keeping x minus 1 as it is, differentiating sine term, it will be cos pi x by 2 into differentiating the inner bracket pi x by 2, you will get pi by 2, plus keeping the second term as it is, sine pi x by 2 into differentiating the first term, x minus 1, divided by differentiating the denominator separately. What do you get? Differentiating cos, it will be minus sine. Differentiating cos, it will be minus sine of pi x by 2 into differentiating the bracket, it will be pi by 2. There is printing error, I think minus is missing. If you can't understand, I will do on board. So this problem you are given as limit x tends to 1, I think. X tends to 1, x minus 1 into tan of pi x by 2. Shall I proceed? Proceed, or you understand that particular
Okay,
problem?
proceed, sir.
Okay.
Proceed, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now we can write this as limit x tends to 1, x minus 1 capacities. Tan can be written as sine of pi x by 2 divided by, okay, we can write it as whole divided by cos of pi x by 2. Now applying the limits, numerator will be 1 minus 1 into something, that is 0. Denominator, this is cos pi x by 2. Denominator will be cos pi by 2. Cos pi by 2, 0. Okay. Now, if you have the situation like this, indeterminate form, this is called indeterminate form. 0 allowed button, 0 by 0 not allowed. So we have to use L'Hospital rule. L'Hospital rule means L'Hospital rule. That means uh, differentiating numerator and denominator separately, then applying the same limit. Here you have two functions, x minus 1 and sine of pi x by 2. So we have to apply product rule, x minus 1 as it is, keeping as it is. That is differentiation of uv. Differentiation of uv is equal to u dv, that is keeping first function as it is, differentiating second function, plus keeping second function as it is, differentiating the first function. So similar procedure here we are going to apply. Differentiating sine, it is cos of pi x by 2 divided by, okay, so cos of pi x by 2 into differentiating the inner bracket, it will be pi by 2. This portion over. This portion over. Now plus keeping the second function as it is, differentiating the first function, it will be 1. X minus 1 differentiation is 1 divided by denominator separately. If you are differentiating cos, it will be sine minus sine of pi x by 2 into differentiating the bracket, that is pi by 2. Now applying the limits, that is x is equal to 1, this will be 0 because 1 minus 1, this will be 0, plus this will be sine pi by 2. Sine pi by 2 value 1, 1 into 1, 1. Denominator, denominator minus pi by 2 into sine pi by 2. Again, sine pi by 2 value is 1. So this can be written as minus 2 by pi. Understand this? Any doubt? So if we are applying the limit directly, we are getting 0 by 0. So in this problem, what are the prerequisites? You should know the basic value, sine pi by 2 value, cos pi by 2 value, sine pi by 2 value 1, it is sine 90 degree, cos pi by 2 value 0, and this product differentiation of for product of two terms, this product rule for differentiation, then L'Hospital rule. When we have to apply L'Hospital rule, if we have indeterminate form, unacceptable form, that is 0 by 0, infinity by infinity, like that, if we have to apply L'Hospital rule. What is L'Hospital rule? Differentiating numerator and denominator separately, then applying the same procedure. Any doubt? Okay, shall we move to next problem?
Okay, sir.
Just a minute, student. Value of limit always be in the range of the function. Definitely, it is a false result. So there is some explanation. So if you are given a true or false question like this, you go for false. Now we discuss some of the important problems in GATE exam point of view. The problem number 5 very similar to the previous problem we have there. Can you try this problem? Value of this problem actually. Limit extends to 0. One plus x into e power x. That is numerator. Denominator, I think denominator is 1 minus cos x. So if you have limit x tends to 0 for the given function, numerator will be 1, because 1 plus 0 into something 1. Denominator will be 1 minus cos 0. 1 minus cos 0 means that is also 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. Anything by 0 is infinity in determinant form. So L'Hospital rule we can apply. L'Hospital rule. This is limit x tends to 0. So when finding limit value of a given function, applying L'Hospital, you may expect a question like this. Again, differentiating the numerator separately. Differentiation of 1 is 0, and the second term is product of two functions. Denominator 1 plus sine x. So when x tends to 0, this will be 0. This e power 0 value 1. Denominator 1 plus sine 0. 1 plus sine 0. Sine 0 value 0. So answer is 1. So that is the problem we have. Okay. There is some printing error actually here. They are giving 2. Shall we check? Differentiating numerator, is it a limit extends to 0? Okay, it is correct. Differentiating numerator, x e power x plus e power x. Okay. Differentiating denominator. Okay, it is correct. One is the answer. One is the answer. There is some printing error there. Yes, here I made a silly mistake. Can you tell me what mistake here I made? Actually, I made mistake. Anybody? Differentiating the denominator, I made the mistake because differentiating the denominator, differentiation of 1 is 0. But
1 is 0, sir. Come on,
yes,
sir.
that mistake I made. So this will be 1 by 0, again infinity. So this is wrong. So one more time we have to apply. If L hospital fails, again you have to apply. That is the advantage of L hospital. So limit extends to 0. You are correct. Now numerator, x as it is, e power x plus e power x as it is, differentiating x is 1 plus differentiating the second term, e power x. These two terms for the first term divided by denominator, there is no 1, only sin x minus cos x. No, plus cos x. Because differentiating sine plus cos x only, not minus cos x. First term will be 0, second term will be 1, third term will be 1, denominator will be cos 0, it is 1, so the answer is 2. So as I said, 2 is correct. So what mistake I made there? Actually, I made differentiating 1 as 0, actually keeping 1 as it is. That is the mistake I made. Sometimes you have like this, so please, you should be careful. Thank you. Next problem, very similar, finding the limit value, but looking like a lengthy problem. Limit of your function. Okay, now we move to maxima and minima of functions of one variable. This is the topic in the last class we discussed, and now we discuss some of multiple choice question here. What is saddle point? That is the definition they are asking. Saddle point is a point where function have neither maximum nor minimum. Sometimes we have functions like that. Whatever input we are giving, we can't get a minimum value or maximum value. For example, if we have a f of x is equal to x plus 1, this is the function. If you are given this range, no maximum value, no minimum value, correct or not? So this function, this point is saddle point for this function, like that. Okay, now coming to this, then stationary point. Stationary point, in the last class I told you we have to find out dou, if the functions given function is f, dou f by dou x is equal to 0 and dou f by dou y is equal to 0. If you are solving, you will get stationary point. These are all the definitions you should go through. And then for a function f to have minimum value at a comma b, value is again definition. So these are all given in your material first engineering mathematics first year material. Please go through this. We will discuss some of the problems. Okay, discuss minimum value of f of x comma y equal to x square plus y square plus 6x plus 12. To find minimum value, first we have to find out dou f by dou x. Dou f by dou x means differentiating with respect to x partially, at the time keeping y as constant. So you have 2x plus 6. Then differentiating with respect to y, x square differentiation as will be 0. I think there is some printing error again. And dou f by dou y value 2y. Dou f by dou y value 2y. If dou f by dou x is equal to 0, we get x value minus 3, y value 0. And r is positive, t is positive, s equal to 0. So rt minus s square equal to 4, that is positive, and r is positive. Therefore, this is the condition. Anyway, here we will do step by step the problem. What you are given here, f of x comma y, we take it as f x square plus y square plus 6x, I think. Well, we have to find out the minimum value. For minimum value, what is the condition? RT minus s square should be RT minus s square should be 0 and R should be greater than 0. If these two conditions are satisfied, then f has minimum value at the point. How to find the point? That is called a stationary point. So first we need dou f by dou x. What is dou f by dou x in this problem? 2x differentiating with respect to x partially plus 3. So we have to take this as 0. So x value. What is x value? Minus 3 by 2. And the dou f by dou y. Dou f by dou y z we have to find out. That is 2y. Differentiating other terms, it will be 0. If we are taking this, the condition, we have to take dou f by dou y equal to 0. So y equal to 0. So stationary point in this problem is minus 3 by 2, comma 0. Minus 3 by 2. R means what is
Sir,
R?
doubt, sir.
Yes, yes.
3 எப்படி சார் ஆகுது அது மட்டும் டவுட் சார்.
இந்த 3
ஆமா சார்.
ஓகே ஓகே, யூ ஆர் கரெக்ட். 6 தான் வரணும் அங்க.
ஓகே சார், ஓகே.
So it will be minus 3. Okay, you are very correct. Thank you again and again helping me.
It's okay.
Okay. Now R means dou square f by dou x square. One more time we have to differentiate that. I think it is 2. Then S means dou square f by dou x dou y. So differentiating this one more time with respect to y, I think it is 0. And T means dou square f by dou y square. So differentiating this one more time with respect to y, it will be 2. Now RT minus RT minus S square means RT, what is R2, what is T2, what is S0. So it is positive. In particular, R also positive. So if these two conditions are satisfied, F has minimum value at the stationary point at -3, 0. So what is minimum value? What is minimum value? Substitute in the given here. So f of sorry f of -3, 0 x square. So -3 whole square, y square value 0 plus 6 into x value, that is -3 plus 12, I think. Verify. So this is 9 minus 18 plus 12. So what is minimum value in this problem? I think it is 3. Anyway, there may be some silly mistake. Please verify. Yes, it is +3. Answer is +3. So I hope you understand this. So in this particular problem, what are the things you understand? You will be given a function. First, you have to find out the stationary point. How to find the stationary point? Differentiating with respect to x and with respect to y partially and taking 2 equal to 0. So if you are taking equal to 0, you will get the stationary point or points. So for each and every point you have to test. Where to test? RT minus S square. If it is positive, that is greater than 0, and R also positive, then the given function has minimum at that particular point. So in the similar manner, you try the 7th problem. You give me a 3 to 4 minutes break. 7th problem. Discuss maximum or minimum. So if maximum value, if you want to find maximum value, RT minus S square should be less than 0. RT minus S square should be less than 0. Anyway, you find the stationary point for that. I take 3 minutes break. Sharply 4:10. We will resume our class. Very similar problem. It will be a bit lengthy for you, but doing more and more problems, less time you may consume. You want me to do the problem or you will try?
I will try, sir.
Okay,
You
thank
more
you.
to exam, sir.
Okay.
I take the screenshot, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
So the answer for this problem C, the point is 2 by 3, minus 4 by 3. Taken? Screenshot taken?
Yeah, taken, sir.
Okay, thank you. Next problem, very similar. Minimum value of a given function. Same procedure to be followed. Definitely the function looking like a complicated, but if you have the procedure, no problem. This very interesting problem. Divide 120 into 3 parts so that the sum of their products taken 2 at a time is maximum. If x, y, z are 2 parts, find the value of x, y, z. There are 4 options. So how many? So 120 divided into 3 parts. That is x plus y plus z is equal to 120. We have to make the function as a function of x comma y. So one more variable there, z. So z value 120 minus x minus y. Now, the condition there you are given f is equal to xy plus yz plus zx. Take two parts. We have to taken two at a time. So the condition is xy plus yz plus zx. Therefore, the function actually the function is xy plus yz plus zx. The condition is x plus y plus z is equal to 120. So substituting wherever you have z as 120 minus x minus y substituted there. Simplifying 120x plus 120y minus xy minus x square minus y square. So understand that f there. So how to take the function? Sum of their products taken two at a time. Sum of their products taken two at a time means xy plus yz plus zx. What is the condition? The sum is 120. Then as usual problem, dou f by dou x, dou f by dou y equal to 0. So x value, y value we are getting 40 and r value negative, s value negative, t value negative, r t minus s square is positive and r is less than 0. Therefore, it has maximum value. Do you want to make me this problem on board?
No, sir.
Okay.
Screenshot மட்டும் எடுத்துக்கிறேன் சார். ஒரே
Okay.
நிமிஷம்.
Okay.
சார் எக்ஸ்பிளனேஷன்ல y f equal to xy plus yz plus zx இருக்குல்ல சார்?
It's a disadvantage. Fx, this is a very basic problem, differentiating with respect to x and putting the point 111 there. So easily you can do that problem. What about second problem? You understand second problem? Tell me. Yep.
Sir, screen not
Not visible.
visible, sir.
Okay. Just network issues. Now, second problem.
Yeah, now visible, sir.
Shall I do that problem on board? You understand?
Yes, sir. இந்த ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் எது சார் செகண்டா சார்?
Second one. First one is very simple. Second problem, you have to find out dou square f by dou y dou x or dou x dou y. Both are same. Okay, we will try the problem. For our practice, it will be very useful. F of x comma y you are given as f of x comma. Simply we can take it as f. Sin of xy, sin of xy plus x square into log t. Ln y means log y. We have to find out fyx at 0 comma pi by 2. This is the question we have to solve. Now fy, okay, fy if we are finding, fy means dou f by dou y. So differentiating sign, you know very well, cos of xy. Differentiating the bracket, it will be x because x is constant. Plus here x square is constant. Differentiating log y, it will be 1 by y. Understand fy?
Sir.
Okay. Now fyx. Fyx means dou square f by dou y dou x. So differentiating the previous equation, this equation with respect to x. So with respect to x, these two are x functions in products. So applying product rule of differentiation, keeping cos of xy as it is, differentiating x, you will get 1. Now keeping x as it is, differentiating cos, it will be sine of xy into, with respect to x we are doing, so into y, plus here 1 by y is constant. Differentiating x square, it is 2x. Understand the differentiation? Yes or
Sir,
no?
UV dash formula.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, understand.
First term in the form of uv, so u dv plus v du. Now at the particular point, fyx of 0 comma pi by 2, that is x value 0, y value pi by 2. So this will be cos 0, this will be 0 into something, this will be 0 by y. What is 0 by y? Y value here pi by 2. Anyway, 0 by any number, the value is 1, or 0 is 1. Other two terms will be 0. 0 by anything, 0. Anything
0.
by 0 is infinity. So sometimes we will be taken into confusion. So 0 by any number is 0 only. The answer here is D option. Next problem, f of x comma y and x and y are functions of t. So total differentiation we have to do. A chain rule, that is, in other words, chain rule we have to follow. Shall I do that problem there? You understand? Problem number 3.
Understand, sir.
Okay. Fourth problem also similar problem. F of x comma y equal to sin x plus cos y plus xy square, where x is equal to cos t, y is equal to sin t. Find df by dt, an ordinary differentiation, df by dt. We have to use again chain rule. 3 variables, again chain rule. There is a rule, the existence of first order partial derivatives implies continuity. It is false. Similar problem, 8th one, 9th one, similar problem. Homogeneous function. Homogeneous function means the order should be same. For the first term, the power is 3. Second term, the power is 1 plus 1, 1 plus 2, that is 3. So, but for the third term, the order is 0. Therefore, it is not satisfying Euler's theorem. So, it is false. is not homogeneous. You understand homogeneous? Power term should be 0 for each and every term. Yes or no? Hello?
Sir.
Okay. What about the next problem? So using Euler theorem, you can find the result. Sometimes it will be very useful. What is Euler theorem? Here x into fx plus y into fy equal to n into f of x comma y. Using that, we can find Euler theorem. These are all the definitions. Euler theorem problems. Total differentiation. Increasing function, decreasing function. In the last session we discussed. So some respective problems are there. So we are short of time, so we will discuss some importance in GATE exam point of view. Jacobians, you may expect Jacobians in calculus. Uh, that is Jacobian of the variables p comma q comma r with respect to x comma y comma z, given p equal to x plus y plus z. That is p q r functions of x comma y comma z. Then find the Jacobian. That is the question. That is the rule. In the first step you have dou of p comma q comma r divided by dou of x comma y comma z is equal to um, that determinant. I hope you recall the Jacobian procedure. One more example for Jacobian. Here u, v, w are functions of x comma y comma z. What is dou of u comma v comma w by dou of x comma y comma z? Simply this is denoted by j. So dou u by dou x the first row for u second row for V. Third row for W. This is Z. This also is. So use the procedure to find the Jacobian. At the given point means you have to replace the variables x, y, z by the constants given in the problem. For example, in the next problem you are given 1, 1, 1. Actually, these, if you are preparing for GATE, almost all the topics you already discussed. We are revising, that's all. From school level in mathematics, especially +1, +2, then engineering mathematics first year. Now in semester 3 and 4. In semester 3 for mechanical department, what we have? Fourier series, Fourier transform, Z transform, then partial differential equations, application of partial differential equations. Then in terms of mathematics, that's enough. You have to revise.
Sir,
Yes, yes.
if you please share this PPT in my K group, sir.
This is not PPT actually. This is material of engineering mathematics 1. Definitely, I will share. Okay,
sir,
I will
Because it is
forward
useful for
to
us.
Sendil Prabhu sir. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
I request him to share with you.
Okay, sir. Because it has a number of problems.
Yeah. Almost for all units of that, but first semester mathematics is there.
If you practice this, it will be useful for us. That's why I'm asking.
Definitely. I will forward it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
See this problem. If y square plus xy plus x square minus 2x is equal to 0, then d square y by dx square is equal to, what is the answer? That is the question. Ordinary differentiation here you have to discuss. Ordinary differentiation means when differentiating y square, generally you will put only 2y if you are doing partial differentiation. But note that ordinary differentiation, it should be 2y into dy by dx. That into 2 dy by dx, sometimes you will forget. Please recall that one. And some application problem also there. Okay, thank you for attending this particular session. How many of you there? Anyway, if time permits, we will discuss more problems. Okay, thank you. Thank you, both of you. 179.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, students.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
PDF
you,
மட்டும்
sir.
கொஞ்சம் அனுப்பிச்சு விட்ருங்க, sir.
Definitely.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, boss. 179.